Okay, welcome back. Um, what a week, what a day, what a life. Um, I wanted to speak about our parents and how our parents are still children. They're still kids. There's three stages that every child goes through when it comes to their parents. One is we idolize them. That's when they're superheroes. They can do nothing wrong, you know. They're just everything. Everything about them is the coolest. You just want to be like them. You idolize them. Second stage is villainize them. So you hate them. Oh, they don't understand me. The world is against me. A full, emo phase type of vibe. And then the last stage is humanize. That's when you look at your parents and you go, oh shit. You're a human being. You make mistakes. You're just like me. However, a lot of people don't get to that last stage. A lot of people stay on that second stage, which is the villainizing. And that's very heartbreaking. Because your parents, the way I look at it is like, we're still kids. Even if you're 60 years old, you're still a child. We're just in different grade. We're just in different classes. So someone like my little sister, she's in year 10. I'm in uni. Do you know what I mean? Like, my parents are getting their masters, but we're still in education. We're still learning. My parents are learning something new every day about us, about people, about culture, about themselves. Like when we're young, like we always say, I'm trying to figure myself out, trying to raise awareness. But just like them, bro, our parents are trying to figure themselves out. Our parents are trying to figure out what they like, what they don't like. My mom only started working at a job when she was, I believe, 41. The rest of her life, she was a stay-at-home mom, which she loved. I remember, we had this conversation about, I went on a date, and it was with this really beautiful girl. She came from like a really cool family. I really saw like a future with her. And then she said this thing, but it wasn't what she said. It was the way she said it. She was like, "Oh, I can never be a stay-at-home mom. That's just so crazy to me, and I can't believe women would do that." I was like, "But my mom is a stay-at-home mom," and I was like, "You know what? Let me see what she thinks." So when I went home that night, I was like, "Yo, mom, do you like being a stay-at-home mom? Do you like being a mom?" And she was like, "Bro, I love everything about it. It's the greatest job I could ever have. I love," and it was so funny because she was like, "I love doing your laundry. I love cooking for you guys. I love cleaning after you. I love looking after you when you guys get ill." She was like, "I love every aspect of it. It's the greatest job in the world. Seeing you guys grow up and become like amazing human beings. It's the greatest job in the world." And for her to finally get a job, an actual job that pays her at 41, think about how much anxiety you had when you started your first job. Think about how much you were overthinking. Oh, I hope I don't do this wrong. Oh, I hope no one looks at me when I do this. Oh, do I sit with them at lunchtime, or do I go in the car, or so many different things. And what makes you think that our parents are exempt from that? So be patient with your parents. Be compassionate, be understanding. Because as you get older, we form our own way of life. We have our own perception of reality. And we get to a stage where we think our parents' perception is, you don't get it. You don't understand. But you have to take into consideration that this individual, whether your mom or your dad, these individuals had a whole life before you were born. They had a whole system and friendship groups and habits, perspectives on things. And then you were born. And you get to a certain age, you get to, 15, 17, 19, and you look at your parents and there are certain things that you don't like about them, and you want to change it, and you think you're going to change them for the better, but you can't change them. You can't. And more importantly, it's not your job to change them. And also, let's say they do change. Let's look at this as a relationship, like a boyfriend-girlfriend type of thing. You don't like certain things that your girlfriend does, but they're part of her personality. That's just the way she is. I'm not saying like if she's rude to the waiter. That's different. That's a trait type of thing. But if she laughs in a weird way, let's say, or if you wear a crazy type of perfume, or you like to put, glitter on your forehead before you go to work type of thing, something crazy, and you want to change that about her, and because she loves you, she will do that for you, but then she is no longer her. She's a version that caters to you. One thing that I do like about myself is that any situation I've been in, good or bad, as in I've got good consequences and bad consequences, it's because I've been myself. I have been unapologetically myself. And whatever has come my way, I have dealt with it. And I've always been very weary of people trying to change me. I love improving. I love being a better person for my family, for my friends, for my music, for my art. But if somebody comes up to me and goes, oh, that confessions thing that you do, I think you should do it in a different studio, and I think it should be like this because I don't like the yellow room, I don't like the yellow lighting, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, yeah, but you want me to change this for you. You don't want me to improve it. What would an improvement be? Maybe, add a second camera angle. Maybe have guests on. Maybe try a different lens. That would be improving. But no, I don't like it like this. Da-da-da-da-da. Going back to like changing your loved ones so they make your life easier. That's not fair. That's not cool. You wouldn't want someone to do that. And also, what makes you think the way you're doing it is right? Because you will have children. You will have kids. And they will get to an age where they think you don't know anything. And they want to change you. Oh, Dad, you have no idea. Oh, Mom, you don't get it. You're going to hear that. And how are you going to deal with it? Be patient. Be patient with your parents. Be patient with your parents. especially refugee parents, immigrant parents. Be very patient with them. Be very patient with them. Because my mom, her parents aren't here. She can't just go to them and ask for a hug when she's having a bad day. My dad has lost both parents. Sorry. So he can't give them a call and ask for help or whatever. Gotta be patient. Gotta have empathy. Gotta have altruism in your life. And how do you want your children to behave with you? We're still in education. We're still learning. We're just in different classes. Your parents might be a couple of grades above you. Your younger sibling might be a couple of classes below you, but we're all in education. We're all learning. And we're all, every day is a test. Every day is a new beginning. And don't get me wrong, bro. My parents do a lot of things that annoy me to death, but I love them for who they are. I love my dad because he knows how to annoy me. I love my mom even when she interrupts me while I'm trying to tell a story. You have to love them for who they are, and you have to focus on. My mom always says this, like whenever I get upset with my dad, my mom always says, your dad has way more positives than negatives. Don't let those 2, 3, 4 negatives outweigh the millions of positives that he has. And it's the same thing. That's the same thing I would tell you. Even with me, I always get really shocked and surprised, like when I've been very close with someone and we've worked on projects and whatnot, and I have an off day where I'm upset or I shout or I get angry, and the next day you get a phone call, hey, I didn't really appreciate you talking to me like that, I no longer want to work with you, and da-da-da-da-da. And in my mind I'm like, yeah, no, but we've been together for like a whole year. Like, we've spent so much time together, and I would say 99% of the time that we've spent together has just been laughing and joking. We've got belly aches from laughing so much. We've had some amazing food and wine, and we've listened to some amazing music. And that one off day, and why was it an off day? Because you didn't get the job done. You didn't take responsibility for your actions. And I just couldn't hold it in anymore. I was going to implode. That makes me a bad guy? And you no longer want to speak to me or see me or whatever? Like, do you know what I mean? So it's very difficult for people, especially when you're in here. When you're in here, and then when you live in an echo chamber where whoever is around you agrees with everything that you say and affirms everything that you say, and when you're in here, yeah, my dad is this, yeah, my mom is this, yeah, my uncle is this, yeah, my cousin is this, and then you go and speak to your people, and rather than them checking you and going, no, bro, it's not like that, don't worry, you're overthinking it, they go, yeah, no, he is like that. Yeah, no, I would never speak to you like this. Yeah, no, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, he is impulsive. He is this. He is that. And then you're just kind of, all these thoughts are getting affirmed rather than, like, for me, whenever I'm in a situation like that, I go and speak to someone completely unbiased. I go and speak to a complete stranger, right? If I've had an argument with a girl I'm seeing or with a friend of mine or with my parents or what, I go up to a complete stranger. I go, hey, sir. Or, hey, miss, sorry to just interrupt you. I know this is a very weird interaction, but I'm going through a situation. I want to know what you think. And I give the full story. I don't just give my side where I'm the good guy. No, I give the full thing. And then I give their side of the story, and then I go, okay, what do you think? And because they're unbiased, what does that mean? They don't have a dog in the fight. They don't know you or the other individual. So they're bound to be truthful. Right? Be patient, man. Yeah. Be patient. Be patient. Look for the positives. Because I've been in situations where no matter how kind and compassionate and caring and patient and loving and all of those things, no matter how much of that I am, 8 days out the week, at one time that I'm not, that one time that I'm upset, and rightfully so, that's what I get painted as. And that's it. And I never want to do that to someone else because I know what it feels like. I never want to do that to someone else. And same thing with my parents. I don't want to look at their life and everything that they've done for me and completely dismiss that because we had one argument. Or I didn't like the way they spoke to me. You're not respecting my mental health. Come on, bro. You gotta take into consideration that mental health does not exist back home. It doesn't exist with these guys, bro. They don't know. And what, we're gonna get them to change their whole way of thinking and it's unfair, bro. That pressure on anybody is unfair. You gotta think that they're in a whole different culture. They're in a whole different country. They speak a whole different language. They got different cuisines, the way they style their house, everything is different. Coming. But yeah. Be patient with your parents. Be patient with your parents. And be patient with yourself. You're learning, bro. And it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be alright. Just whatever you do, whatever you're going through, just keep moving forward. That's it. Just keep moving forward. That's the secret. Don't stay stagnant. Don't look back. Just keep going. Alright, I love you. I hope you have a beautiful week. The Brother Collective is looking amazing so far. Next week I have some incredible announcement that I'm going to make. And yeah, let's get it cracking.